welcome to our conversation around internet and internet influence, and we'll do a little politics as well. We want to start off by telling Israel and speaking to Israel specifically to let you know how strong you are. Israel, as old as the land and how strong they've been in the past, is the legacy of Israel. It's one of the strongest nations in the world, which is why the world is so threatened by what's going on in the Middle East. I'm proud to say that I'm in an alliance with Israel to support you in any which way that I can, and I have. We actually had a meeting last night where I spoke with several dignitaries across the globe, letting them know what was to come, where we're at, what needs to be done, different quiet things that don't need to be discussed, because we want to surprise and delight. It's important to understand how strong Israel is, how strong you are, how strong your leader is, how amazing your leader is. It's incredible to watch Netanyahu speak to the community, and I wanted to use a word that's stronger than gaslighting, because it is stronger than gaslighting. It's an energy that cannot be expressed in words, to give the extremism of what's going on when education is being brought to these people's faces. These people out of Palestine fled Palestine for a particular reason, because it's not a safe place to live, and it's not a cooperative place to live. It's not a place that anyone wants to go on vacation. Never has it ever been. It's always been a topic of a thorn in anyone's side. Everyone knows it. Everyone in the Middle East knows it, but Americans don't know it. They wanted to be part of an uprising that all stemmed from Joe Biden. They got angry at the fact that influencer women were abusing them, and it felt like it was a positive thing, but it was actually a negative thing. But that's the mirage of communism. And then you had to point your finger in a direction to dissipate your anger. And so you started sitting on walls at colleges that you were jealous of other students versus handling your own personal concerns. And so all these things at the Pink Code is just another era of these women who are mentally ill. They literally are the cat ladies. And the fact that you can't have a conversation where someone tells you that you're wrong without calling up your, what would they be called? Your abolitionists, to disrupt innocent lives so that you can feel some kind of chaos in your body, in your life, because that's how you thrive and you live in existence, all being fueled off organized crime of a clandestine operation to recreate the past as in it's in your future. Well, Kamala Harris says we're going to live in the future, but all she does is bring up the past. And that goes for all the fake news media. So everything in the campaign is nothing more than demonstrating the lack of intelligence that Democrats have always had, including the women who were on the vice president's debates. The pretentious women is the problem. The pretentious behavior of women is the problem. The pretentious behavior of the youth is the problem. Your lack of ability to learn is the problem. You all have ADHD. You all literally are just wanting to fight, but you don't want to physically fight. You'll want to scream and yell, and you need to be put in your place. You don't have anything to offer anyone. You definitely don't have the physical ability to fight. You have a cluster of chaos that you use as an energy ball of mush that's ineffective in any form of leadership. So as we watch Benjamin Netanyahu lead his country in success, every decision he makes is successful. Every decision. Every newscast media that comes out is all positive. It is all, everything's happening perfectly. It is exactly how it's supposed to be. And the disrespect that Kamala Harris showed when she spoke of the attack on Israel demonstrates her inability to lead. Her biased prayer in Augusta, Georgia, and her one-sided presentation in that area shows how she doesn't care about anyone. See what she's trying to do at this time. So those of you in politics don't necessarily know how you're actually the victims. She's Indian. She's Indian, she's Indian, she's Indian. She's Jamaican. Genes. If you want to talk about systemic, she's Indian, she's Jamaican, and she grew up in Canada. It's not America. We are not all the same in the way we're presenting ourselves to the world. She was raised by an Indian woman. And everything about that Indian woman was a facade, because if you take a look at where she grew up, and she's supposed to be a doctor. I'm sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. What we want to understand is that people lie in campaigns. They lie. They're lying to you, and you just want your voice to be heard. But you don't really have a whole lot to say. And then when someone comes to the table with value, you talk as if they don't know what they're talking about. And then you know all about government, don't you? While she holds her baby and erratically screams. See, I don't have a baby sitting here, do I? Which means I can do and pretty much say, I can do and say whatever I want to say. But you're a mother. You have a child in your hands, and you are using the child as a shield while you give your opinion on politics. There you go. There's your response to what you posted, girl. Understand that and your lack of intellect, and you'll understand how you don't understand existing. You've turned your eyes away from being human, and you just want to be a robot because robots get their way and they don't work for shit. They have no emotion. That means you don't have love either. You only have anxiety and ADHD, which you're proud of. You need a hug because you got ADHD. Where you then try to create ADHD, but that's not ADHD that you're experiencing. That's called Hollywood. So they want to label themselves by othering the other. And they don't have ADHD. They have the Hollywood brain. And that's an excuse for their bad behavior. While you as followers just want to be part of the cool club instead of living your own life. That's why only a small group of people are famous, so we can corral them and keep them from being Paris Hiltons or Mona Vance. You want to understand that that's a devil bitch over there. You're a weak woman. That's a weak woman over there. She's getting weaker